Hey, it's Jonathan with Turf Surge. Today I wanted to show you what the different types of expenses a company may incur. So when you buy a product or service, you can better understand where your money is going to and the different expenses and how much it may cost to actually run a company and able to maintain a healthy profit margin so we can be around in order to serve you for a long time. So this video should only last a couple of minutes. Stick around and find out. Okay, so right here I have a very basic chart on some of the expenses that a company might experience. So first one is going to be labor. Labor is often going to cover between 35 to 45% of your overall cost of whatever is being charged or bought. So this just depends on what industry they're in and what type of skill level is needed, and this can always fluctuate, and the company also has a little bit of say-so on what this is. So when I say labor, we're talking about the people, so in our case, that we're actually sending out to your property in order to mow your lawn, trim your bushes, or perform whatever service you'd like us to do. So this covers the labor for their paycheck, workers' comp, insurance, everything is wrapped up into that 40%. Next thing that a company might experience is their office staff. So this could be someone answering the telephone, behind the scenes managers, part of an executive team, just depending on how far the company is, how big they are, and what all they need behind the scenes. Next thing, if we keep moving around, is operating expenses. So this can be things from equipment, fuel, repairs, utilities, insurance, materials, any type of variable miscellaneous expense is probably going to be wrapped up somewhere in here. And this will typically be between 25 to 35% of the total cost of what's being budgeted for the job. And again, this just varies depending on what industry you're in and what type of work you're doing. Next thing is going to be owner's pay. Owner's pay can typically range between 10 to 15%. Now this depends on how far the company is and how profitable they are. And this number is always fluctuating because as the company grows, the owner's pay actually might decrease percentage-wise because they may have to bring on some more office staff. They may have to rent another building or buy some equipment. So owner's pay is always fluctuating, and a 10 to 15% range may not always be the case, but it's a pretty average range for that. Last thing is going to be profit. Profit is the most important thing for a company to have. Why? What profit is it measures the health of the company. Without profit, then the company is at risk if they have some type of financial problems. So, to give you an example, in our case, let's say we have a lawn truck that goes down in the middle of the year. Do we have the money to replace it? If not, we could that could be a very serious problem because now we have to go get financing, and getting into debt, that's just a whole headache for everyone that it's best to just avoid debt at all cost. So profit actually measures the health of the company, and it's also going to allow us to make sure that if something does happen with our equipment, we can replace it quickly and get out to your property, so we don't risk having to go under with losing this, and you're always going to have someone to get your lawn mowed. So once a company knows all of their expenses, they add them up, and now they can determine how much is needed to be charged, and so they can pay all their expenses and take that healthy profit margin. This is just a very basic overview on how companies determine what their pricing is, and I hope you learned something. So if you have any questions for us or you'd like to receive a quote, visit our website, turfsearch.com, and we would love to help you.